Hello and Randy here, welcome back to Farming Simulator 25 on Hutan Pantai. Since the last episode, we finished planting the canola fields here. Got, again, 2 fields of canola, 24 and 25. Finished sleeping through the night there as well, and then I just finished, before I started recording here, weeding both those fields here as well. Unfortunately, for some reason, I cannot hire a worker for weeding. I don't know why that is. I'm kind of annoying because, yeah, nice to just throw a hired worker on that and let the hired worker take care of the weeds. But, again... for some reason, I cannot hire the worker. The hired worker just says field not found, and it does it on both fields. And real quick here, for those of you wondering which weeder I have. Now, I know in the comments, some of you folks have said you've been able to hire workers for your weeders. I don't know what I am doing wrong or why. Use the Challenger. Oh, it must be behind the... I was like, where's the Challenger tractor? There it is. Back behind there, everyone. Use the Challenger tractor here. With this particular weeder here. And, yeah, just it will not let me hire a worker for some reason. So... again, just keep saying a field not found down there, so kind of annoying. Like, if you don't want to do any weeding, Evan, you got to do it yourself. I can confirm, by the way, Evan, so these fields were worked with the subsoiler, and with subsoiler, Evan, you do get weeds, and you get a lot of weeds, too. In fact, you probably noticed that one. If we go back to the screen here, while I did weed these fields, there are still weeds on the field yet, so weeding did not remove all of the weeds. So, doing another little test here this episode, Evan. And actually, speaking of test here, hired worker stopped manually. No, I did not stop the hired worker. I tried to hire the worker. It just keeps quitting. I don't know why or what's going on. I'm going to block by an object. Oh. Is he actually going to go this time, maybe? Block by an object. Find him. I'll stand over here. I don't know what's going on. A lot of problems with hired workers on this field here. I think it's just too small. So we'll probably end up doing this field here ourselves, it looks like here. So I'm just going to take over. That's enough of that. We're not going to wait any longer here. Let's set up steering assist. I figure we'll plant a field of wheat here. Let's see. Yeah, that shall be good, right? Get ourselves set up here. We'll just start on the first headland pass, I guess. Or should we... yeah, we'll start that first headland first. It doesn't really matter. Got the John Deere 980 field cultivator here, which was supposed to lower down. Hello. I pushed the button. There we go. Well, that doesn't change the field much, does it? In fact, that doesn't change the field at all. Interesting. Is this, okay, maybe we won't be doing this then, everyone, because if that doesn't do anything, which it doesn't look like it does, is this considered a shallow cultivator? Oh, okay, I did not realize that. I would not have thought this would be considered a shallow cultivator. I thought this would have been considered a regular cultivator. So, real quick, a little tidbit here in Farming Simulator. For those of you who don't know, in the cultivator category, Evan, there are 2 different types of cultivators. You got shallow cultivators, and you got... yeah, see, this one is not a shallow cultivator. This is just a cultivator. Don't ask me. I have no idea. That's just, yeah, Farming Simulator for Evan. So you got regular cultivators, as I like to call them, and then you got, as the game calls them, shallow cultivators. And apparently the John Deere 980 is a shallow cultivator. That one's a regular. That's a regular. There's a shallow. Regular again. Shallow. Cultivator. Shallow. 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 And oh, the Summers is not one. Okay. Interesting. So, okay, no sense doing that, and then skip that plan. Apparently, the subsoil leaves shallow cultivating behind. So, yeah, no sense running this cultivator. That's probably why the hired worker wasn't working on it, because it already has that on it, right? If this was not a shallow cultivator, which I didn't think it was. I mean, I thought this was a regular cultivator, but apparently not. It is a shallow cultivator. So, a regular cultivator would have worked. But, alas, I don't have one, so we're just going to go straight to plant wheat then. We will just plant the wheat. I was hoping to try to get ahead of the weeds a little bit by maybe running a cultivator pass across that one, but oh well. Shallow cultivators, by the way, they do leave like max amount of weeds, so that makes sense with the subsoiler one. Or maybe it maybe takes it down like 1 notch or something like that. But for the most part, like shallow cultivating does not do you much for weeds. Okay, is the hired worker still set up yet, or do I need to change this? Looks like I do. Okay, just because I attached to a planter here. And then we need to switch to... no, not rice. We want wheat or barley. I guess it doesn't really matter which one. I figure we'll just go with the wheat here. Turn on, and away we go. It's actually interesting. I have to turn this particular planter on here because real life, I'm guessing this planter's probably just ground driven, I bet. Trying to look here. Oh, actually, you know what? I think I see it See it right there. If you look at the very right hand of the screen there, you can see the chain going up probably from the tire there up into the drive. And again, there's probably like a whole transmission or different gearing selection there. So you can change your application rate. Looks like I need to get some repair here on... Is that the tractor or the planter? I'm not sure. Oh, we're going to jackknife it again, probably. Nope, didn't. Wow. Oh, hello. Okay, then. Was not expecting that one. I went, yeah, interesting. Okay. I think maybe Giants is missing some collisions on that rock face there. Good to know. Hey, it actually worked out good in our favor here. Then I could actually finish that pass there. Oh, there goes the screen blinking again. I've not actually seen that happen here recently. I thought maybe that problem had gone away. I know when Farming Simulator first came out, in the first few days I played this game, I kind of noticed that every so often, kind of get like a weird screen flicker. And again, I don't know if that shows up for you folks on the video or not, but at least on my screen, every so often, it'll flicker kind of weird. Like, what's up with that? That's kind of weird. That's probably about the worst bug as far as graphics I've noticed here. Is the screen... oh, this one has a... Yeah, that one's got a collision on it. Can't back into that one, huh? Giants just missed a collision on the one over there then or something. I do like the sound of the planter lowering. It's a very good clunk as it goes down, right? At least my way of thinking. I wouldn't mind hearing maybe some more planter sounds. And when I say planter sounds, I mean like the sound of the planter, going through the dirt, maybe hitting a couple stones here and there, that type of thing. Mind me just driving to the neighbor's field here a little bit. They won't mind, right? Also, something does not look right with that pass. What is up with that? That's weird. Why is that? Did I forget to lower that planter down or something? Okay. This pass should be done already, but for some reason it's saying it's not. And I'm looking, I could see like tire tracks, so I'm like, what happened there? Oh. It had to happen at some point. It had to happen at some point. There's no way I was going to not jackknife that planter. One of these days we'll have to see if I can actually do this without jackknifing that planter and yeah, doing that, unfortunately, but I suppose maybe if I didn't have duals on this tractor, that might help a little bit. But come on, now. No duals on the tractor? Bad enough we're using this yellow thing here. I mean, I think it's about time the RDAllen Farms here upgrades to a real tractor. John Deere one. Shouldn't take us too long to plant this field here. I figure this is probably going to be the only field of wheat we're going to plant, everyone. I do want to get some rice planted here as well. And that leaves us one other field we could potentially plant. Yeah, right? I think that's only one other field. I've got 27. Rice, of course, will be going on 31 and 30 here. And then we got 32. Once we sell some crops down, hopefully we can maybe look at affording another field here as well. That is the ultimate goal here with the money we'll be hopefully getting. Definitely want to try to afford another field. So we're currently sitting at 103,000. We got the money back over 100,000 here. Was dipping down there for a little bit, but we are back up here again. So also, I'm debating with the weeds, everyone. Maybe if I just pre-weed the field. Don't ask me how that works. I mean, that's a little bit like pre-weed the field, but hey, it actually does work here in the game. So a little pre-weeding, right? We're just gonna drive to the neighbor's crops. They won't mind, will they? High time to get them off already. Anyway, it's October. that field wasn't like part of all that extra land over there. It would be a nice field to have right there of them, but alas, that field has got a bunch of extra land attached to it, which at least at this point, Evan, don't think we really have a need for. Maybe in the future, but at the moment, not really. We got this end all planted? I think we do, yes. Really hard sometimes to see where you haven't planted, Evan. Yeah, I know the GPS is going that way. We're just going to go this way, though. I'll plant it my way. And one last little triangle if we can make the turn. Come on, tractor, turn. I think we got it. Yeah, there we go, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, that'll work. I see there's a little corner according to the map that's missing, but not gonna worry about that. Turn that back off. And just like that, we're done. Okay, time to wrap up the episode, Evan. Now we're gonna sleep for the night here real quick, Evan. And then we'll actually, you know what? No. Let's weed the field here first. If we weed the field first, then we won't have any weeds at all on the field. It's funny, Alvin, if you weed it before the weeds show up, you won't get any weeds at all. At least, oh, that was already disconnected, wasn't it? So you won't get any weeds at all. But if you weed it after the weeds show up, then we can only remove some of the weeds. And I don't know if this... Don't ask me on the numbers. I'm not entirely sure how this particular one does. Is it 50% of the weeds? I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, we are going to give this a try here. Unfortunately, I don't think the hired worker is going to work. It'd be nice if it would, Evan. So I'm getting a little sick of running back and forth with weeds here. Not exactly my favorite job, shall we say. Yeah. Stopped unexpectedly. No field found. Which I would understand at this point, Evan, like there's no weeds on the field. Okay, the hired worker's not going to do anything. But once the crops start growing and actually have weeds, it's like, seems like that should work, but it still does not. So, anyway, we are going to weed this field anyway. Because even though it maybe doesn't look like it is working, it is working. We'll see how many weeds we end up with on this field compared to, say, our canola fields. Speaking of canola, by the way, got to double check here. We got, time-saving stock check, right? December. We got to sell canola, and there's something else. I thought we had oats. Yes, oats in January. Okay. So we got a couple months yet. For some reason, I thought there was something in November that had to sell, but nope. Now, of course, when you're weeding like this, you got to be extremely careful or pay careful attention to where you have and haven't weeded, because there is going to be zero indication on the field of what you've done here. So you're really going to have to keep track if you do what I'm doing, everyone, as to where you have and haven't actually, like, weeded, right? We're just going to carefully follow the GPS, and hopefully we won't miss any spots. I went the screen again with a blinky thing. Huh. Like I said, I haven't noticed the screen blinking here recently. I thought maybe that there it went again. Wow. Interesting. Thought maybe that problem had, like, self-fixed itself or anything. I'm not aware there's actually been any updates to the game. Has there? Not that I'm aware of. Maybe there has, but I think Farming Simulator 22 at this point, we had how many updates? For those who remember, 22 of them was, yeah. 22 was a bit of a train wreck when it was released. And I say a bit of a train wreck. That's probably being generous. 22 is an absolute train wreck, so... Really nice to see. It seems like Giants has done their work here this time around. Looks like they maybe had somebody like open and play the game for at least 5 minutes. I would say, unfortunately, there still are some of the what I would consider to be stupidities in the game yet, but that's just probably Giants for you, and yeah. And some questionable equipment choices here too, so... Maybe for the next version of Farming Simulator, Giants needs to maybe like find somebody that actually like knows farm equipment. Maybe can help them like choose what pieces of equipment should go into the game, and maybe what kind of configurations that equipment should have. That planter we have, for example, would be a prime example of that. Everyone like that planter's got all kinds of things wrong with it, in my opinion. First off, it should be a no-till planter. It's got the no-till setup on it. What the heck is that fertilizer box on the back? That one still is like, I don't like that one. That one I do not like. Like that fertilizer on the box on the back. That should not be fertilizer. I'm 100% sure of that. Or 99.9% sure anyway. Pretty sure, again, that's supposed to be a grass box in the back. And we can say the same thing about some of the header choices for the combines as well. When shallow cultivators and stuff like that. Like, what in the world? I don't know. John Deere 980, I don't know if I consider that a shallow cultivator. Vertical tillage tools, those would be shallow cultivators there if you ask me, but if I remember correctly, I think in the game, because obviously we do have the disc harrows, as it calls them. Yeah, shallow cultivation. I think that's true of all of these, if I remember correctly. It's nice that it actually tells you this time around, so you actually can see all shallow. Benar, huh? Well, that's, that looks like a big one. Oh, and then you got one of these, too. That's kind of, yeah. I've actually seen one of these in real life. A bit of a funky-looking cultivator, if you can call it that. Yeah, if you ever see one of those work in the field, that is a unique piece of equipment there, if you ask me. I'm not sure who came up with that idea, but it's kind of weird. It works, I guess. I mean, right? Yeah. Okay, all those tracks, at least on the tracks, I guess you can kind of help see where we've been. Okay, let's fold that up. We are done planting for the year. I think we're going to go ahead and sleep for the night. I don't think there's anything else for us to do here at this point. Once we get to the month of December, everyone, then we'll have some crops to sell here. So let's go sleep here a minute. Nice thing here at Farming Simulator 25, and we can actually sleep whenever we want, it seems like. So there's none of this having to wait till, I don't remember what, you had to wait till it was like dark out right before you could sleep. But now, just sleep. So, you know, we're only, 8:09 in the morning. It's only been 9 minutes here. Wow, that's because I got it at halftime. So technically 18 minutes, I guess. Which, yeah, actually makes sense. We're 17 minutes into the episode, everyone. So, yeah. Sleeping. Look at the stars go across the sky. And let's see, this will get us to November. $7 production. Oh, that's right. That was another mod that came out, everyone. And that is the mod, and I'm assuming I didn't actually check if this is working or not, if I have to do something for it. But there is a mod. For those of you who remember, I was complaining about the water for the various productions and stuff like that. It's just going back to that stupidities comment I made earlier. I went, yeah, I find that to be extremely stupid. So someone came out with a mod, fortunately, and fixed this stupidity that now waters the greenhouses automatically. And let's see, if we check this here, I don't know if I have to, okay, I do have to turn it on. Enable watering. And we'll just turn that on as well. If I understand it correctly, it's not free water. It does still charge us for the water, but hey, we get charged for the water over there anyway. So, I mean, yeah, what's the difference, right? So both these greenhouses are selling at this point here, by the way. We have, how many? 1, 2, 3, 7? 7, if I counted correctly. There's 7 pallets of rice sitting there. And as a reminder, last time around, it only took us like 4 to finish planting, so there's no sense keeping more than that. Okay, let's go see the weeds over here, and then we'll, probably just going to skip time for the night here again, because there's nothing else to do. Would you look at that, Evan? No weeds in the field. Technically, this field should have had the same amount of weeds as our canola fields, I'm sorry. Our canola fields did, but nope. Because we pre-weeded that one, and it removes all the weeds, and they never show up. So, kind of the way to do it. The only problem is, again, can't hire the worker. At least I can't, anyway. And then you can't see where you're going either. So, anyway, we're gonna sleep for the night again, and we'll be back here December. We'll start selling some crops. Okay, and we are back, and now into the month of December. Let's grab our truck here, and I don't know how many loads we have to sell, but we're going to find out. Here's time-saving stock check, month of December for canola. Oh, look at that, $40,000. I'm liking the looks of that, everyone. Let's, yeah, where did I leave the truck at? Let's just tab around, we'll find it. There we go. We are, parked in the farmyard here. Okay, normally I usually leave it parked by the silo there, but And I wonder how hard it would be to set up a route for this to sell for us. We'll see where we're going first. If it's to this harbor like we've always been going, Evan, then maybe I'll just let the hired worker do it. But if it's been somewhere different, maybe we'll run down there just so we can see it. So we are going, where are we going with this? Harbor Grain. Yeah, okay. You know what? We're going to see if we can set up a thing for this here, Evan. So, crate job. I don't know if I actually have to go to that tab. I can just click on the vehicle here. Crate job. We want to load and deliver, I do believe, right? Loading station should be silo. Someone said it highlighted. Oh, wait, there it is. That, okay. There, that's what we want to see, Evan. So silo, I see an icon showed up there, so that is the silo we want. I do believe Canola, perfect. Unloading station, we want harbor grain elevator, right? Oh, wait, right there, was that it? Yes, harbor grain elevator, looping, silo, canola, yeah, that should be correct, right? Vehicle, the dragon. Okay, start. I've had, I think, 0 success with this so far. Looks like I'm going to have 0 success with this again. If I just at least start them full. Oh, that's oats. We need canola. There it is. And we're going to have, looks like about three loads here. So, create job. Should all be the same. Start job. Now he's full already, so. Whoa, where are you going there, bud? Not sure he knows either from the looks of it. Oh, okay. Thought he was going to crash into the fence there. Okay, we'll just let him sell them, and we'll be back here once he's done selling. Okay, and we are back here, finished selling all the canola here. We're up to $141,000 here. One thing I will note with the hired worker, Evan, the hired worker, in here, for some reason, the hired worker will not load at the silo, and I don't know if I'm doing something wrong here or what it is, but again, the hired worker refuses to load here. He'll pull up underneath the pipe, but then he just, and maybe we can demonstrate this here in a minute when we got more crops to sell here. Let's see, oats, so that'll be the month of January. Let's go, we'll sleep through the night here real quick, everyone. And then let's see, see if we can set this up here again. And I think I've showed this on camera kind of a little bit before as well. Like I said, I don't know, maybe I'm doing something wrong, Evan, but for some reason, he won't fill. I don't know why, what we're doing wrong here, but I don't think there's anything else for us to do on the map here as far as I know. I think we're pretty much done for the year, which actually, I mean, yeah, we just finished sleeping, so now we're into the, oh, hello, snow. We're now into the month of January here. So last year is done. Okay. And double check here's time saving stock check. Yep. We have oats and, oh, look at that. Harbor. Yeah. Same place as before. Okay, so silo, oats. Oh, actually, you know what? It switched over to that. Perfect. Harbor, grain, elevator, looping. Looping. Yeah, we want to loop because we're going to have more than one load here. So, start job. He's underneath the pipe. I mean, like, he could have started filling. We'll just let him go here a minute. I think what he'll probably do is he's going to turn out. Very poor job of it, too, I might add. When I don't know, like, what kind of, yeah, I don't know what the hired worker's doing here when it comes to Giants. Had him crash into the fence here a couple times as well, and I don't even know what he's doing in this case. He's just, he seems like he's completely bugged out here. Let's just stop you there, bud. I don't know what you're doing in this case. I've not even seen him do that before. Let's just start you here. Start. Oh, yep. It's pulling it like it should. Lines up for the load. Stops. Doesn't load. Oh, and this time he's actually going to try to cut out across here. Yeah, the hired worker, he likes to do that sometimes too. So, yeah, don't know what I'm doing wrong, Evan. Now, as long as you load the hired worker here, so let me load him here a minute. Nope, need oats in this case. I don't know, do we got to go forwards or backwards? Guess we'll find out. Yeah, doesn't really matter. We'll just cycle through them. Now that he's loaded, Evan, now we can start the job. and he will actually, as long as he doesn't get stuck somewhere along the way, he will actually do it. Yeah, I don't know what kind of pathfinding giants he's trying to do here, but it looks like maybe this part of the system needs a little bit of work, everyone. Ooh, he just about, yeah, he's gotten caught on that fence a couple times. Anyway, I think with that, we're going to wrap it up here for this episode. Seems like a pretty good spot to call it here. I'm going to finish selling these oats, everyone. We'll come back in the next episode, see once how much money we have, and we are going to hopefully purchase whatever field we can afford with that. I'm definitely looking at like 6 or 1, or let's just real quick here. Farmland, yes. So 130, we can definitely afford that one at the moment. I don't think we'll have that much money, but if we get 221, that would be kind of nice. Probably not that one. Nope. Field, yeah. So probably field 6, maybe. Yeah, definitely can't afford that one. If we can get enough, I want like 221,000. We'd be nice if we could get field 1 there. That'd be a really nice size field. Not really looking at any of these 2 fields, everyone. Yeah, there's some extra land with them, so it wouldn't be the end of the world, I guess. But like, if I was going to buy a field, I think field 6 looks like it's bigger than field 26 here. And again, it's like mostly field here on number 6. So anyway, thanks for watching. If you folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them down below. And until next time.